Hey, what it do, sports world? It's me again. The Winner Circle podcast with me, Ray Diggs, is here, y'all. Where passion meets performance and champions are made. I'm your host, Ray Diggs, bringing you the energy, the insight, and the mindset from across the world of sports. From the locker rooms to the big stage, this is where the real ones talk and legends rise, and the motto stays the same. Winners will always win. The Winner Circle podcast with me, Ray Diggs. We are here and we ain't going nowhere. Make sure y'all tune in because we're about to go live now. Peace. Hey, what it do, world, and welcome to the Winner Circle podcast with me, Ray Diggs. Man, I want to talk about VLAD and Boosie falling out over rumored to be $35,000. And why? And I'm gonna explain to y'all who's right in this situation, man. Also, y'all see I got the poll up there. Who's wrong in the Boosie versus VLAD situation? Give me your vote on who y'all think is right, who y'all think is wrong. Before I get started, man, make sure y'all hit the like button, the subscribe button, and also the share button. Make sure y'all give me your feedback, what you all think about this segment. But hey, listen, who's right? VLAD, Boosie. Now, when VLAD broke down the numbers, at first I was just like, you know what, maybe VLAD is being a little petty. But when he broke down the numbers, I kind of understand why. Think about this, y'all. For all the people, if I'm giving you $25,000, he's pocket watching. He's worried about what's going on over here because what VLAD said is a lot of people saying that Boosie is mad because 6ix9ine got over $50,000 for one interview. Now, just think about this. Boosie and VLAD do a lot of business. They do a lot of interviews per year. So just think about this. If we're doing 3-4 interviews a year, that means I goes to $100,000. While I gave him $50,000 for one interview, which that's the only time that I feel like he probably gave 6ix9ine that $50,000 is for one interview. Now, just think about this, right? Now, Boosie is saying that he's going to go out on his own. I'm going to tell you like this right here. YouTubing, podcasting, all this stuff, that shit is hard. I'm in the military, okay? So I can't podcast every day. So, and then when I do you know how time consuming this is? Do you know all the things that goes into breaking down these videos? Sometimes I'm up at 1 o'clock just trying to post a video because I have to edit the video. I got to make sure that the video look good. I got to make sure everything is done right. Yes, Boosie have the money to get somebody to do that for him, but also you got to think about this. If your stuff get demonetized, and Boosie is a very controversial person. That's the one thing that y'all got to understand when it comes down to Boosie. So just think about it when VLAD pay him $25,000 and then the video get demonetized and then they don't make no money off of it. So I just had to pay you $25,000 out of my own pocket, out of money that I'm not even getting. That is what I'm trying to tell you all when it comes down to this situation and why I'm taking VLAD's side on this situation right here. I think Boosie is being greedy. And the reason why I feel like he's being greedy is because you're making $25,000 to basically get on here and stay in other people's business. Let's just be honest. Let's just call it what it is. Boosie is getting on here and he's staying in other people's business. Okay, he's going to get on here and he's going to answer questions. Hey, what you think about this situation? He's just giving you a basic answer. And you're going to get $25,000 for sitting down on a couch for what? Maybe an hour and 30 minutes. So I feel like Boosie is losing out in this situation. And I feel like he's losing out because that's an easy $25,000 that you can get right here by not doing a lot. You ain't got to go out here and perform. You ain't got to be in a club, a hot club. Bro, you're sitting right here in front of a camera, which he got to provide the camera. VLAD provides the camera. VLAD, and also Boosie don't come to VLAD. VLAD actually go to Boosie. He goes to Georgia. He got to get a camera crew. He got to get an editing crew. He got to make sure that he get everything that for that interview. So, man, that's why I tell people, I'm like, bro, people got to understand, bro, when it comes down to this podcast and stuff and YouTube and all this stuff right here, y'all have to understand that The person that's actually doing the videos, they're the one that actually gonna be the one that's doing all the time. It's their time. Like I was telling people, you know, I take pictures, and I was just telling them, I was like, bro, do you know how long it takes to edit one picture? It takes about 45 minutes to an hour to get that picture to how you want it to look. And just think about how long it'll take for you to do 100 pictures. Like, it's very time consuming. That's why photographers, they charge so much money. They charge so much money because it takes a lot of time to actually get this stuff how you want it. So I'm on Vlad's side. I feel like 25,000. And when Vlad broke down the numbers, y'all, let's break down the numbers. Okay, Vlad said if he gets about 5 million views, which I did not know, he probably makes about 45 to maybe 40,000, 40 to 45,000. Okay, so if I make 40,000, let's just say 40,000, and I'm giving Boosie 25,000 of the 40,000. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of a profit, but I'm not getting really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not getting a lot, like a big profit. So let's think about if Boosie wants 35,000, because that's exactly what he said. Boosie said he wanted 5,000, but Boosie wanted 10,000. He wanted 25. He wanted to go from 25 to 35,000. So just think about it. If we do a video and let's just say I'm paying you 35,000, I got to provide everything, the cameras and everything. I'm paying you 35,000. I made 45,000, babe. Bro, I only did this video and I only made 5,000 to 10,000. It is not good. It's not a good business move. And I agree with that. It's not a good business move. If I'm only making $5,000 and I have to basically go through all of the work, I got to do all of the work. Now, I put it like this. If Boosie wants to get 35,000, okay, cool. I'm flying in. You're going to pay for my flight here. You're going to give me pay for my hotel room. You're going to provide the camera. You're going to provide the place to actually do the video. Also, you're going to have to do the editing. You're going to pay for the editing. Then, okay, cool. You might, and it say like if the videos do massive numbers, cool. But listen, with Boosie, you just never know when it comes down to Boosie, because Boosie really ain't talking about shit right now. First of all, he ain't been to jail. The only thing you can really ask him right now is the Pooh Shiesty versus Gucci Mane situation. That's really the only thing that he's going to talk about most likely in this interview is the Pooh Shiesty versus Gucci Mane thing. So do you think that this, and I look back at the numbers. I look back at the numbers, and Boosie interviews the last year hasn't been just massive numbers. You know, they might do 1 million, maybe 2 million views, but like that's about it. Like, it ain't like he getting 5, 6 million views. And the way, and kind of the way Vlad breaks down his videos, he might record one video, this video, like 40 minutes, 30 minutes, like how he does it. So 200,000 on this video, 300,000 on this video, 181,000 on this video. So I feel like, man, $25,000 to sit down and do an interview, bro, I think that's a win for Boosie. That's just my opinion, but I'm not greedy. But you got some of these podcasters that's getting on here, and I'm gonna call them out. Boss Talk 101. I listen to Boss Talk 101 all the time. I like this show, but I'm starting to go away from it is because he do not like to hold these rappers accountable. If he like a person, he just be like, you know what, I like this person, so it don't matter what this person do wrong, I'm gonna support him. I'm not like that. If your ass is wrong, I'm gonna say you're wrong. So he basically said that Vlad is wrong because he did not pay Boosie the money that he feel like he deserved. But if y'all don't know, man, you go all the way back to when Boosie was with Webby. Vlad was the first one on the internet to really put Boosie out there on YouTube. That was Vlad. Vlad was the one who introduced Boosie to the YouTubing game. You see what I'm saying? Boosie has made so much money for Vlad, with Vlad. And I just feel like right now he's just being greedy. And that's right there the reason why I'm not a big fan of Boosie, because he's this situations like this. Bruh, $25,000 is a lot of money for you to sit on there and gossip basically about other people's business. Because that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to be talking about what Gucci Mane and them got going on and what you would have done. Because basically you got to think about it. What's been going on in Boosie's life the last year that people want to hear about? Honestly, nobody wants to hear nothing about Boosie because he told everything in the last interview. So basically, I feel like $25,000 is a nice payment to do absolutely nothing but sit there. And all you got to do is just wake up, come here, sit down, and answer questions and make $25,000. But I'm gonna tell y'all, Boosie said that he's gonna have his kids to interview him. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Boosie have a big following. He do. He have a big following, but I don't think that 3, 4, 5 million people is gonna log on there to listen to Boosie kids interview him in an interview, which is gonna be unorganized probably. I just don't think that I don't think he's gonna make the money that he thinks he's gonna make. Because I think that what he's doing is he wants to cut out the middleman, which would be Vlad. He wants to cut out that person, and then now I'm gonna do my own interviews, post them on YouTube. Which Boosie is a very controversial person. If y'all don't know that, Boosie is very a controversial person. So his chances of his videos getting demonetized is highly likely. Think about how many times he done got kicked off Instagram. Think about how many times he done got kicked off Twitter and all these other social media platforms because he's controversial. So his chances of getting demonetized is highly likely. And that's all I'm saying. That's why I'm going to side with Vlad on this. I'm not saying I'm siding with him because he's, oh yeah, Vlad, because I like Vlad. No, I don't really like Vlad like that. But in this situation, I just think Vlad is right. $25,000 is more than enough money to sit down and give an interview. And I think that Charleston White, people like Charleston White has messed up the game because he's saying how much he's charging. Think about Charleston White go on 10 different podcasts and basically say the exact same shit. So now when I go to Charleston White interviews, I might listen to it one time because I know if I go to the next one, he ain't talking about nothing but the same thing that he talked about on Sean Cotton, Say Cheese. So why the hell I'm gonna keep on? And that's the same thing with Boosie. Why the hell I'm gonna keep looking at the same videos over and over again when I know that he's already said this in his last interview? It is, see, and I think that's the issue when it comes down to these interviews, these podcasters, these bloggers, and these, you know, people like Charleston White and them. They're outpricing themselves. They're outpricing themselves. After a while, they're gonna be like, well, I feel like my interview should be 100,000. And I think that's right there when people are gonna really stop. Honestly, they're gonna stop interviewing them at that moment. Because I don't think nobody's gonna pay 60, 50, 30, $40,000 to interview a person. I just don't think they are. So Boosie, you can go this direction, but I can tell you this right here now. This is gonna be hard and you gotta be consistent. Listen, when I first started off doing podcasting, listen, do y'all know how many followers I had on YouTube? And I'm gonna tell you, I went to be a drill sergeant, so I had to slow down on YouTube. No lie, I lost damn near half of my followers within the first 6 months of me being out there on the trail. You want to know why? Because it's like you got to be consistent with being a YouTuber, and I can't be consistent with it. That's the reason why my numbers ain't that high right now, because like I'm in the military, so I got to focus on this. I record podcasting when I have time. But in this situation right here, I feel like Vlad is completely 100% right. I'm gonna side with him on this right here. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know who y'all think is right, who is wrong in this situation. But they said that they're still friends. But for this right here to get out to the media, it got to be something. I don't think this right here is what is. I don't think they're as cool as they're putting out, as they're portraying. But Boosie helped Vlad generate millions. Vlad, on the other hand, helped Boosie in his platform. The business of it is Vlad, he basically overpaid for talent. Boosie likes, his value. He feel like he deserved 35,000, but I don't think Boosie's putting up those numbers to get 35,000. But I just feel like this: you got to stay loyal to who been loyal to you. I'm not saying about Vlad as a loyal person, but I think he's been very loyal to Boosie. And I'm gonna tell you something: I haven't agreed with a lot of things that Vlad did. One thing I can say about Vlad is this: he always take Boosie's side when it comes down to some BS. Well, I'm talking about when it comes down to Young Blue, he took Boosie's side. When it came down to like Charleston White, he took Boosie's side. When it came down to it was somebody else that he was beefing with, he took Boosie's side. So he always take Boosie's side. So I just hope they can fix this right here. I hope they can keep doing business, because I think a lot of these a lot of black podcasters want them to be beefing like this. But in reality, Boosie. I think that this is a good combination. Him and Vlad. I look forward to looking at their interviews between him and Vlad. So I hope that they fix it. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Thank y'all again for listening to another great segment of the Winner Circle Podcast with me, Ray Diggs. Until next time, peace.
Mr. Diggs, we're on in 5. Vegas can't be choosers, but grandma chose Trace. She raised me on scraps.